Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's Harry from Hasper TV, back with another video. And today I'm going to talk about Tottenham's transfer window. It has finally closed yesterday. I'm just going to give some thoughts on the players we bought, players we managed to get rid of. In some cases, finally, after a very long time. And just about the general transfers, whether I'm happy or sad. So let's get started. So Spurs did manage to actually sell Eric Dyer this window, which after 4 years, in my opinion, was a bit 4 years too late, really. He went to Bayern Munich to join with Harry Kane, and from what I've heard, he's actually doing all right. But he's one player we really need to get rid of. And that, obviously, as a consequence, Dragusin came in, who we've yet to see a lot of, really. He looks like it'd be a decent signing, but it's still, you know, we've yet to see. Timo Werner joined on loan with an option for permanent. I think it's 15 million euros, something like 20 million euros. And in my opinion, I think he started off really well. Last game against Brentford, he actually got 2 assists. He's playing on the left wing. He seems to be getting better and better each game. I think with Werner, it's a low-risk gamble. I'm actually quite a big fan of him. I think he could really be like a very big player for Spurs, actually. I know he's 27, but he still has the pace on him. He can play all across the front. Right now he's playing on the left. But I think it does pose actually big of an issue with Postecoglou in picking the team, because got Richarlison, who's got 7 goals in the last 7 games up front. So I'm sorry, but you're not dropping him for Son on that side. And then obviously Werner's starting to cook now on the left. Now Spurs do still have, in my opinion, a problem on the right-hand side. And I know Johnson scored when he came on, but Kulusevski wasn't that great on that side either in the first half against Brentford. But yeah, so Spurs did, I guess, strengthen, but 2 players, is it enough for a title? No. A youngster came in, apparently he's Marcus Duval or something. Some people telling me he's like Odegaard or something like that. But he's not going to join until next season. So Spurs, you know, they sold 1 or 2 players. They couldn't sell Brian Hill. Højbjerg didn't leave in the end, so he's going to be here for the rest of the season. I imagine he'll leave in the summer, because I think he'll have a year left at that point. He's got 18 months at the moment. So we'll just see how it goes. As for the Brentford game, since we're on this topic, that was quite a hard watch in the end. I thought, again, I mentioned earlier in the video, Richarlison, who's got 7 in 7 games, had another brilliant game. Werner was brilliant. I thought Benteke actually struggled a bit, I think, in the first half. The change to bring on Højbjerg, I guess he brought on Højbjerg to kind of, in the second half, with 1-0 down, to kind of like cover the defence, because he was playing Kulusevski and Maddison with him. Kulusevski ended up playing like an 8/10 because Maddison was so high up. It was a welcome return for Maddison coming back. Yeah, so he was, for me, a bit of a difference maker that game as well. But as I mentioned again, the right hand side is, in my opinion, our weakest form of attack, our weakest side of the attack. Because as I mentioned earlier in the video with Son, I'm not dropping Richarlison for Son. I'm sorry, Richarlison's a way better option up front than Son. I mean, Son might have to end up having to play on the right, the way it's going, because, and can he play on the right is another question, but at this point, it's worth a shot, because I'm not going to move Werner off the left, because I think he's actually starting to play really well. And then obviously, Richarlison, like I said, 7 goals in the last 7 games. I think he's going to carry on scoring. He's just instinctively playing a lot better. And ironically, this is his first run as a striker for Tottenham. How funny is that? But the 3-2 in the end was about a right result. I think Spurs kind of edged it. Brentford, I thought, gave us a real good go in the first half. I think they rolled us up. Their 5-3-2 we really struggled against, because they would kind of, say, hunt impacts, maybe that's the right word, but press in groups. And our players just couldn't get hold of the ball. And like I said, the change in the second half, bring on Højbjerg and Johnson, actually changed the game in some ways. I think Johnson, I guess, maybe gave us a bit more on the right than Kulusevski was, in terms of just like a wide player, a bit more pace. And Kulusevski going to the middle actually kind of helped a lot, I thought, because we kind of controlled the midfield just a little bit better, and Højbjerg kind of just sat in front of the defence. I mean, the Udogie, again, 2 mistakes, and he scored the goal, of course, as well. But I think with the Udogie is, you can see there's a top player in there, and in a couple, 2-3 years, I think he'll be one of the best left backs in the world. If not, he might already be there already. But the one thing I think that lets him down at the moment is, and he's a young player, so I can excuse this. He just, with his mistakes this season, like against West Ham, it doesn't look before he passes it. I mean, he just assumes that Vicario is going to be there, or Van der Ven or whatever, who Van der Ven actually cleared up a lot of stuff against Brentford, and so did Romero, to his credit. So he'll develop. And of course, my next video will be like a preview on Everton. So this is a transfer window / Brentford review, I guess. And this is how to spur it out.